Here's a quick rundown of what's been happening around school. Cheer is officially back from performing at the Macy's Parade, which was super cool because they performed in New York City. Swim recently just broke a new record. Basketball season is underway. Soccer trials just ended this Friday, and Deck the Halls is coming up. Also, if you're in NHS or Greenford, don't forget those volunteer hours are due by the end of the semester, this December 19th. And big shout out to Assistant Principal Mr. Quant for being named the TASSP finalist. Besides that, McKinney ISD has recently announced that they want to redistrict our school zones.
What do you mean by like redistrict?
So our schools are kind of like getting overpopulated, North is too small to have all the amount of students that they're about to receive, since they're only a 5A school. And then, well, technically, I had a talk with Mr. Christian earlier.
Right.
He was basically telling me that Boyd and North are close to the same amount of students.
Wow.
And, North is actually the biggest 5A school in the state.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, it's like proof as to why we need a redistrict,
Yeah.
So especially with our like McKinney High, our class has been kind of shrinking since our freshman year. Like me
Right.
personally as a senior.
There has been an increase in like less students from like our age group. Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, because I remember we started with like around like 700 something students, and now we only have like a little over 600.
600 or 700 students.
But yeah, basically, I think what's happening is that there's a bunch of areas up north that are kind of like be redistricted to McKinney High.
Right.
And so there's areas in like going west, like in El Dorado, that are going to be like also adding on to McKinney High, cutting from Boyd. But I think Boyd is also gaining new students that originally went to North. So,
okay.
So like in summary, North is getting smaller because they have too many kids. Boyd is getting the kids from North.
Which, yeah, if it's about the same size, it's kind of weird how it's like transferring.
Yeah, especially because North is like really small. Their hallways are really narrow and all this stuff.
Yeah, I've been in North for like my sister's program or something. It was a small school compared to ours. Also like, Boyd too. Boyd isn't that small, but it's not big either.
True. Yeah.
So I really wonder how they're gonna do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, earlier Mr. Christian also told me that, North was originally made to only be like a small school because we're gonna only have 5 high schools here in McKinney.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like North.
What happened? there's only 3 now. Whatever the other 2.
Yeah. Basically, North was like only made to have a couple of students, but like over time the plans changed. By the time they were making Boyd, they were like, oh shit, we have too many students. We need to make this school big enough to fit all these students, like 2,500.
You think they would have named the other high schools McKinney High West and McKinney High South?
The west of McKinney. But yeah, after that, like our schools, McKinney High and McKinney Boyd, were so large compared to North, and so there's just this big divide. And with like the population changing, we need school zones that are implemented towards that.
Yeah, I really wonder if like with this whole new zoning laws, is it going to be like with like new students coming in that were supposed to go to other schools?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that like throws off their like whole game. You know what I mean? Because you have like, let's say you have like an older sibling. You know what I mean? That went to High, and now you're going to Boyd. Like, you can't get all the answers from them.
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah. Because answers. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, no. Well, yeah, that's kind of like a weird like transition. Which I know, like McKinney ISD, they're implementing this like program that helps families and students, go through that new transition. Because like obviously, of course, if you're supposed to go to McKinney High, but all of a sudden you're going all the way west to McKinney Boyd, obviously like the student and the family is gonna struggle.
Yeah.
Transportation wise, education wise, friend wise,
That's good that they're implementing that, knowing like full well that there's going to be like a big problem that's going to come with it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like there's naturally going to be problems. Because like, what about those kids too that are like in the middle of their year, you know what I mean, and have to be switched? Do you think that'll happen?
I doubt something like that would happen because it'd be really too messy. I don't think they would really implement something like this, like the redistricting, until next year.
Right.
Like. Maybe, yeah, because I know my brother, he actually got a packet, like, literally yesterday.
Oh, well.
But, yeah, the packet was basically telling him about, like, the schools and, like, the schools that offer opportunities, which different high schools there are, which different middle schools. And so I think that's kind of like something related to or whatnot to the school zones.
Yeah, isn't your brother like in middle school?
Oh, he's in elementary school.
They expected him to read an elementary schooler to read a packet full of info.
Yeah, I don't know, but
They have like colors and stuff on.
yeah. Well, actually, my brother's in 5th grade and he's like a master at Roblox. So if he can do that, he can. He can read a packet. He can read a packet.
He can't read a packet, but he can play Grow a Garden.
No, still a brain, no, actually.
Oh my God, Triple T's coming down the aisle, bro.
But yeah, I think that like whole packet thing was just kind of a way for them to like, figure out the new zones.
Right.
Especially because like, they just closed down those 3 elementary schools and they're repurposing them. But I guess, yeah, because the population, we used to have more students in the K through 6th grade, the younger, like.
Like elementaries and middle schoolers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We used to have more students in those compared to high school, but now it's like shifted. And like the whole reason for that is because McKinney in general is just too expensive. So like
a lot of people are moving out, yeah.
And young people are either moving out or they're not moving in because it's too expensive.
And the only people that are actually still staying here is like older people because they have like a stronger foundation.
Yeah, stronger foundations and just like they're used to it, I guess. But,
they also got like a lot of money to blow too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which honestly, I think personally, this entire problem in McKinney, I think they should limit moving in or development because now there's just too much traffic in the mornings. There's too many people.
Mm-hmm.
There's neighborhoods down every road.
Speak.
And so I think it's just gonna become this huge problem for our school and in our community. It's just
El Dorado has had traffic on it since the start of summer, bro.
I avoid El Dorado at all costs. So
that's like the only way to get to my house, dude. And I'm like stuck there for 15 minutes, and I'm like, dude, I need to use the restroom. There's a line of 30 cars, bro. Like, hurry up.
No, yeah, because I know they always have those that construction near Hardin and El Dorado. Yeah, it's not pretty.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, bro, I need to use the restroom. Hurry.
But yeah, basically, anyways, to wrap it up for any listeners, McKinney ISD's rezoning is not only going to impact our students, but it's also impacting our community. It's just like our students are going to be finding new routes to get to school. Like if you live all the way up north and you're trying to get McKinney High, obviously you're going to run into traffic. And so it's just like this traffic problem that's going to happen.
I really wonder how that's also going to affect like the newer minds that are coming into these places. Because they have all these layouts already memorized. Because like you said, they the people's parents are usually like older. So with that, you know what I mean? They're going to all the older people are going to have like McKinney memorized. And for it to switch up on a lot of people, I wonder how that's going to like affect everything. I don't know if that's probably going to make it more like confuzzled. What is it?
Like
confuddled.
I don't. Word? Confuzzled.
We'll
stick with confuzzled because like my vocabulary is not as peak right now.
Yeah, it's like not as peak. Yeah, but I just wonder how that's really going to play out for a lot of these students, and I hope things go well. Holy voice crack! I don't know if you heard that.
I heard that. I hope nobody heard that. Okay. Yeah, but anyways, this new zone, I think it's going to be very impactful, and our listeners should definitely watch out.
Yeah, that's really all we wanted to bring up, and we hope to see you not on those construction streets, because if I see you on the construction street and I need to use the restroom, I'm going to crash out, bro. I'm going to start a whole new construction line, bro. I'll do it myself.
So relatable. But anyways, this has been Anthony Rios
and Andrew Garcia
with The Main Stage.